year here in the Corn Belt League. No team really separating themselves from the pack, but it all comes down to this playoffs. First game here from the Corn Belt League Network. The Crop Dusters, the 2 seed here in the Corn Belt League, facing the 7 seed Bombers. Welcome you live here from Seymour Smith Park here at J.J. Isaacson Field. I'm Colton Alder alongside Thomas Roth, and set to be a very exciting game between two teams.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a sweltering 93 degrees outside. It's going to be a hot one, but both teams looking forward to compete here to move on in this Corn Belt League playoff.
The star for the Omaha Bombers has been number 17, Camden Madsen, a .397 batting average, .537 on-base percentage, both second in the Corn Belt League. He's got a .524 slugging percentage and 10 RBIs as well. He will be hitting leadoff and playing left field here for the Bombers here today. Meanwhile, the star for the Crop Dusters is number 2, Will Barrett, also playing left field and hitting leadoff. He's second on the Crop Dusters with a .357 average. Leads the team in on-base percentage with a .500 mark, slugging with a mark of .524. He's tied for third with 10 RBIs. Looking now at the regular season standings, the Royal Blue Dogs won the regular season title with an 18-8 record. The Crop Dusters finishing second with a 5-9 mark. No other team had a winning record, but they were all tight within each other. The difference between the third place Red Raiders and the 8th place Black Sox, pretty minuscule.
Yeah, you talk about parity within this league, and you look there, 4 teams with 11 wins and 4 with 13 losses. Every team is in contention in this playoff. Only 2 really separating themselves with winning records, the Blue Dogs and the Crop Dusters. So looking forward to see what this game holds.
We will step aside here for the national anthem, and when we come back, it'll be Madsen, Repa, and Roland versus the Crop Dusters starter Robert O'Malley. We will be back here at J.J. Isaacson Field. Welcome you back here at J.J. Isaacson Field at Seymour Smith Park. The 2nd seed Crop Dusters squaring off against the 7th seed Bombers here in the opener for this playoff series. The winner of this game will face the winner of the Haymakers and Red Raiders game tomorrow. Getting the start for the Crop Dusters in their effort to get the win here today will be Robert O'Malley, the Creighton University pitcher. 22 1/3 innings pitched with a 1.56 ERA for him this season. He's pitched 4 innings versus these Bombers not given up a run against them. He's looking to continue that success here today.
Yeah, that's right. O'Malley, as you said, he started 4 games throughout this regular season, only has a 1.929 ERA. So he's definitely one of the better pitchers in this league, and I'm excited to see how he does today.
He's set to face this Bombers lineup led by Camden Madsen, the left fielder, who will be hitting leadoff. He will be followed by Nick Ripa, who is playing third base, Tommy Rowland, who will be the extra hitter. Luke Tillman will play right field, Tyler Obrecht the catcher, Nick Barnett the first baseman, Dalton Farron playing shortstop, Jacob Aberg playing second base, Gage Allen getting the start at DH, and Tyson McAlexander the center fielder. As Camden Madsen will step into the batter's box here for the Bombers to open off this playoff tournament.
All right, fans, let's play ball. Leading off the game for the Bombers, the left fielder from Wayne State College, number 17, Cam Madsen.
Very competitive Corn Belt League this year is set to begin its tournament. The first pitch here from the Creighton lefty will be taken for strike one, and we are underway here at J.J. Isaacson.
That was a good move by Madison. Take that first pitch, kind of feel out the pitcher and how this game is going to go.
Second pitch low for ball one. 1-1 high for ball two. As Madsen gets himself into a favorable count to open off this ball game. It's a flare into right field. It is going to be caught by Cooper Beneke for the first out in right field, and there is one gone here in the top of the first inning.
You could see when that right fielder was coming in to get that ball, he was kind of struggling with the sun a little bit. He got through it, got under the ball. Great play, but that's something to watch out for as this game progresses with the sun setting in the outfielder's eyes.
Nick Ripa now up at the dish for the Bombers. He swings at the first pitch, but he misses it for strike one. Oh, 1 from O'Malley will be taken outside, and it is now a 1-1 count.
Nick Ripa batting second. He has a .279 batting average, so a pretty decent hitter.
1-1 swung on and missed.
That was
the Bombers' third baseman.
That was an aggressive swing. He was going for the outfield there.
Yeah, trying to do some damage, maybe get some extra bases to open off a Bombers rally. And he swings and misses on that fastball. Robert O'Malley with a strikeout, his first of the ball game, and there are 2 gone already here in the top of the first.
This is how you want to play it. You want your starting pitcher to go as far into the game as you can. So if you get him through these first few innings with very few pitches, and especially in this heat, it'll be good for the rest of the game.
Up at the dish now will be Tommy Rowland, and he takes a first pitch ball low and away from O'Malley.
You know the batter's left, we're going to keep you on just because we don't have camera 2, so no matter what, just default to the batter, please.
The 1-0 to Rowland will be fouled back to the left side, and it is now a 1-1 count to him.
This is a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Pretty curious in a league like this. We'll see what Rowland can do.
1-1 will be swung on and missed. O'Malley gets down to a 2-strike count once again. Just one pitch away from getting it out of this frame.
Back to 1-on-1.
1-2 here from the Crop Dusters lefty will be grounded foul right behind the plate, and Tommy Rowland stays alive.
Rowland's fighting to stay in this at-bat. He wants to get something in the field, kind of get his team going to lead off this game.
Back to a one-on-one.
1-2 here from O'Malley will be swung on and missed by Tommy Rowland. A pair of strikeouts in a 1-2-3 first inning for Robert O'Malley. He sets the Bombers down in order. Aiden Erbaum will take them out for the Bombers when we come back.
All right, we're going to go one-on-one.
And up for the crowd.
From J.J. Isaacson Field. Aiden Erbaum taking the mound for these Bombers. 35 1/3 innings, 1.78 ERA for him. He's looking to get some big innings here for this Bombers team and get them a win.
Yeah, Erbaum 6 starts, and as you said, that 1.78 ERA, even better than O'Malley. And he's also come into the game 4 times as a relief pitcher and has posted 2 wins. So Erbaum, a very good pitcher, and someone the Crop Dusters will have to watch out for.
Leading off for the Crop Dusters will be their star left fielder, Will Barrett. He will be followed by the shortstop, Cody Rust. First baseman, Matthew Brown. To get this first inning underway, as the first pitch of the game was popped up by Barrett, and it'll be caught by the second baseman, Jacob Aberg, for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning.
That's a pretty good way to start if you're Erbaum. Saving your pitches, saving your arms. First pitch in there, pop fly, out. Retire that batter.
Cody Rust will step up to the plate. He's playing shortstop here today for these Crop Dusters, looking to maybe get on and at least work the count a little bit versus the Bombers righty. First pitch taken here for ball 1 by Rust as he gets ahead in the count. Rust is up high, and now he gets ahead 2-0 in the count.
As a hitter, this is where you want to be. You want the pitcher to be pitching from behind. That gives you the advantage in the box. We'll see how Erbaum recovers from this 2-0 start.
Looking to put one in the zone here on 2-0. This Rust hits a little flare into right field, and it's going to drop fair into right field for a hit. Cody Rust with the first hit for either side in this ball game, and he's on here with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning.
That ball was placed almost in the exact same spot as his leadoff hitter, but it just kind of rolled to the right by that foul line. Right fielder couldn't quite get it, and he's on base.
Good piece of hitting from Rust. Puts the runner on for the first baseman, Matthew Brown. Looking to bring home a run potentially here in the bottom of the first. Pickoff from Erbaum, but Rust gets back in time.
Just trying to keep him honest there. Make sure he knows that he's thinking about him. No free bases here.
First pitch from Erbaum will be inside to Matthew Brown. He is up 1-0 in the count now. 1-0 from Urbom is swung on and missed. Matthew Brown falls behind here.
Urbom waited a second there in his windup. He kind of stayed ready, kind of checking on Zrest, seeing what he was doing before he delivered that strike. Zrest is going.
Zrest gets the steal of second base. He nabs second for his 6th stolen base of the season. He had 5 during the regular season, first of the playoffs here. That puts a runner in scoring position as it'll now be a 2-1 count to the first baseman, Matthew Brown. 2-1 from Urbom will be swung on and missed, and it is now a 2-2 count to Matthew Brown.
Do it now.
If you're the Crop Dusters, this is a good place you want to be in. You got a runner on second with only 1 out and a good hitter up to bat. Almost anything in the outfield scores your second base there, so good position.
2-2 now freezes Brown in the zone for a called strike 3. Aiden Urbom gets his first strike out of the game, and there are 2 gone here in this bottom of the first inning.
Now, the third baseman from Washburn University, number 5, Cade Perry.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Cade Perry, looking to bring in some runs here from the cleanup spot in the order.
Cade Perry, a big hitter. He has a home run this season, 3 triples, a 2.71 batting average. So he's a big bat that may potentially help drive in a run from second base.
He takes ball 1 here from the Bombers' righty. He gets ahead here in the count.
Back to 1-on-1.
1-0 breaking ball taken for a strike as Urbom gets even here.
Once again, guys, remember that the scoreboard's in a different spot, so just kick your stuff, leave that bottom right corner of the screen as open as possible. So
Urbom setting in for the 1-1 pitch.
Yep. We're still on 1.
Here to Perry, and he hits it up the middle. Jacob Aberg grabs it, fires onto the first baseman in Barnett.
3-on-3, follow him in.
Throw is made for the out.
The Crop Dusters leave 1 stranded at second, but a good inning by the Bombers.
That'll be the first inning. We will be back for the second. O'Malley facing Tillman, Obrecht, and Barnett when we come back. Coming off of a 1-2-3 top of the first. Here in the top of the second, it'll be Luke Tillman, Tyler Obrecht, and Nick Barnett due up versus the lefty as Luke Tillman swings at the first pitch and fouls it back.
I'll just do that a couple times.
Battle of two Creighton guys. Robert O'Malley on the Creighton baseball team, Luke Tillman on the Creighton club team. He takes that one to get into a 1-1 count. 1-1 will be grounded to second base. A bit of a tough play for Chase Houselog, but he makes it for the first out of the inning. There is one gone here in the top of the second.
If you're O'Malley, you're loving this. 2 pitches in and you already have 1 out. That's how you save your arm and get far into this game.
Tyler Obrecht now coming up to the plate. He gets the start behind the plate for the Bombers. Been a solid hitter at the plate this year, but 0 for 2 versus the Crop Dusters, and he takes strike 1 here from O'Malley.
Good guy. Just really nice guy. You know, humble, hard worker, really gets the job done. The baseball IQ.
0-1 will be taken for ball 1. This Obrecht gets even in the count, 1-1.
No, I just make it like classic white boy athlete.
1-1 from O'Malley is swung on and missed from the Bombers catcher, and it'll now be a 1-2 count to him.
Alright, ready, 1, go 1.
Now 1-2 to Obrecht will be taken for strike 3. 3 strikeouts already for number 3, and there are 2 gone here in the top of the second.
Robert O'Malley might be
The
him.
first baseman
Just
is
him.
Wayne
I just
State
try to tell
College,
people
number
that.
9.
One-on-one,
Here's
man,
Barnett.
set.
Nick Barnett, the first baseman, coming up to the plate here for the Bombers, looking to maybe spark a 2-out rally for them here in the top of the second.
Nick Barnett, one of the lower batting averages on this team with only a .161. Outside of 1 double, he has nothing higher than that, so we'll see if he can do some damage here.
He's going to hit a bouncer, but he appeared to hit it off himself. So
Yeah, it looks like it hit his foot off the bat, so that's called a dead ball. It'll roll foul anyways, but Obrecht is still back up at the plate.
O'Malley looking to ride the momentum of that strike. Here in this at bat, he's breezed through this Bombers order so far. Pretty much nothing for either offense thus far here today. 1-1 from O'Malley will be swung on and hit foul. Came dangerously close to our first base cameraman Sam Whitaker out there.
Whitaker, nerves of steel, saw that ball coming, didn't even flinch. He's no rookie. He's seen this before. Obrecht staying alive now, 1-2 count.
The 1-2 here from O'Malley will be hit into center field. Back goes Ben Keski, and it will be caught by the center fielder. He does a good job tracking it with his back to the infield.
Yeah, that was a great play by the center fielder there. He was running straight back, had his head back looking at that ball and caught over the shoulder. If this was a football game, that would be a chef's kiss of an over-the-shoulder pass, but instead it's an out. And we'll go and see what the Bombers have, what the Crop Dusters have, excuse me, up to bat.
1-2-3 inning for Robert O'Malley as he gets through 2. Still 0-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning. definitely, in my opinion, one of the better ones here in this Corn Belt League.
One of the better logos and one of the better teams as Urbom throws one in for strike one.
Good start to the at-bat for Urbom facing Cole Gieser, playing catcher here for the Crop Dusters, looking to maybe get something started to open off this bottom of the second inning. 0-1 from Urbom is a breaking ball that clips the strike zone. It'll be an 0-2 count.
This
Crop
is
Dusters backstop.
This is a tough position for Cole Gieser. As the hitter, you don't want to get behind, and an 0-2 count only favors the pitcher. He has so much room to work with here.
That one's going to hit him as Cole Gieser gets on to open off this ball game with a hit by, to open off this bottom of the second inning, with a hit by pitch. That brings up Parker Mooney.
There's going to be a courtesy runner coming in?
As the courtesy runner for the Crop Dusters will be number 18, Liam Minich, who hasn't had much time hitting or pitching this season. But he's looking to come around to score potentially here in this bottom of the second.
This is a great start for the Crop Dusters. No outs and a good base runner on base. We'll see if they can capitalize and get some runs here at the bottom of the second.
Parker Mooney, the extra hitter, up at the dish for the Crop Dusters as he fouls back that first pitch to fall behind 0-1 in the count.
Another guy from prep. Rule of thirds here? Rule, that's what I'm thinking. Great shot, Sam.
Mooney behind 0-1 in the count.
All right, back to one-on-one.
It's the 0-1 here from Urbom as he just throws a pickoff to Minich over at first, but Minich gets back
What I'm gonna have
in
you do is
time.
actually bring that whole camera back.
Your hitter right now, Parker Mooney, is out of Augustana University. That's where he plays his college ball here for the summer.
There, and then walk back in.
Another pickoff move. They're really trying to keep Liam Minich honest over there on first base. Don't want to give up another stolen base in just as many innings.
If that doesn't work, bring it up to Taylor, and then we'll figure it out in the next half inning.
Urbom's 0-1 clips the zone, and once again he gets ahead 0-2 in the count to open off this bottom of the second inning.
To the Highlands, see what the issue is. You know, whether it's too far, whether it's no. Bring up. You gotta need a camera.
Mooney better watch out. If he gets hit again, both batters will go back-to-back on base.
0-2 from Urbom will be high and away for ball one as Mooney gets some momentum here in this at-bat.
Urbom was trying to find that top corner just to get that cheeky strikeout, but it'll be called a ball. We'll see what he goes to here.
Is that a good or bad?
Neither.
Back to one-on-one.
It's just because all the
1-2 here from Aiden Urbom to the Crop Dusters extra hitter, and it'll be fouled back to the left side.
They're getting a little too wide here.
Now be a 1-2 count still to Parker Mooney.
Good work by Mooney staying alive here at this at-bat.
I wish these half innings were longer.
No, said no one ever hit.
1-2 in the dirt, gets away from the catcher and Obrecht. Moving up to second will be Liam Minich, so all that work
All right, 3-on-3.
to keep him on first base without a steal is all for naught as he advances to second on the wild pitch.
So now no outs and Parker Mooney with a 2-2 count. In this position, you don't need anything big. Just a little poke, get on base. No outs and 2 runners on base would be a great situation for the Crop Dusters to be in.
The 2-2 to Mooney. He hits it into the air to left field, and it's going to drop into foul territory. Stays alive here. Already 6 pitches in the at-bat. Pitch number 7 coming up after this.
It looked pretty good. It was flying well into left field, but it just drifted too far left and landed in the dirt path for the second foul ball in a row.
We're still on 3 here.
7th pitch of the at-bat already for Aiden Urbom. Only hit 12 pitches in the first inning. But pitch number 10 before recording his first out of the inning. Coming up on the 2-2 to Mooney.
We're reaching out here in Fairfield, Omaha. Alex,
2
Why are you
2-2.
going, Alex? Why are you walking in the middle of the camera? Alex.
Did not break the plane, and it'll be a full count
It is literal, like,
to the extra hitter for the Crop
how do you
Dusters.
end up there when you're walking up the bleachers from the third base?
Pitch number 8 here on the full count.
Urbom had a great start, 0-2 start, and now it's a full count. So we'll see if Parker Mooney can get on base.
Still a 1.
3-2 here from Urbom to Mooney, and that will be fouled back again. So already 8 pitches in the at-bat. Urbom will have to throw a 9th to get the 6-hole hitter for these Crop Dusters out.
Mooney doing a great job staying alive and fighting at this at-bat. He doesn't want to be the first out of the bottom of the second for the Crop Dusters.
3-2 will be high to Mooney, and he works a 9-pitch walk against the Bombers righty. Already 11 pitches, already 12 pitches in the inning for Eden Urbom.
The right field.
Up next will be the right fielder, number 25, Cooper Benecht. Beneke, excuse me. He has a .390 batting average, so a great hitter coming up here for the Crop Dusters. In a great situation as well. He's got runners on first and second, no outs. The whole field is open to him at this point.
Beneke getting the start in right field today for these Crop Dusters.
Back to 1-on-1.
Looking to potentially bring a run home, or at the very least move both runners over against Eden Urbom. First pitch from the Dakota State righty will be in the dirt.
Beneke was looking to bunt there, try to sacrifice and get a man over to third, but it was in the dirt. Urbom gestured like he was going to throw to second, but there was no bomber in the vicinity, so kind of an empty threat there, but got the runner back.
Beneke showing bunt once again. The first baseman playing in. He pulls back, and that will be ball 1. So the bunt's still on without 2 strikes here in the at-bat.
Liam Minrich on second, Parker Mooney on first. Minrich came in as that courtesy runner. Speedy guy.
That's a story for another day.
1-1 will be high to Cooper Beneke. As Urbom falls behind 2-1 in the count, he's going to need to get settled. Here with already 2 on and nobody out, can't afford to issue another walk.
Back to 1-on-1.
2-1 will be grounded. I believe that hit off Beneke. So
Yep.
ball will be ruled foul, and it will be a 2-2 count to the Crop Dusters right fielder.
That one came off Beneke's foot, so it'll be 2-2. If you're Urbom, this is not the situation you want to be in. You know, no outs, man on first and second, and you're not in a great situation with the hitter you've got up. So you're going to want to get out of this inning and hopefully mitigate the damage.
Beneke swinging away now here with 2 strikes. He gets a little flare into right field. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder and Tillman for a base hit. Minich can't come all the way around to score on it because it was hit very shallow, but that loads the bases with nobody out. Here for the center fielder, Ben Keski.
Number 8, Ben Keski.
Keski, a big hitter. He has 2 doubles and 2 triples this season, a .227 batting average. He'll be a good bat to have up for the Crop Dusters with the bases loaded. With no outs, he's free to swing for the fences. Anything in the outfield will score 1 or 2 runners.
First pitch from Urbom will be in the dirt, and that is his 30th pitch of the game, and it goes for ball 1 to Ben Keski.
30 pitches, and you're not even on your way to being out of the second inning. Not great for Urbom as the starting pitcher.
1-0 will be taken in the strike zone from Keski. That'll be strike 1 to him. 1-1 from Urbaum. Keski takes that one for strike 2. And Urbaum gets ahead in the count 1-2 to Ben Keski here.
Keski yet to swing the bat. 2 strikes looking and 1 ball looking. We'll see if he can get something in play here. Try to score a run.
Urbaum got the first 2 batters of the inning to 2 strikes, but could not get them out. He's looking to get Keski out here, and he does with a swing and a miss in the strike zone. Second strikeout of the ball game for Aiden Urbaum, and a massive one to get that first out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Up now is number 44, Eric Beeman, the designated hitter for the Crop Dusters. He's a big boy and a big hitter with only a .167 batting average. He's strictly here to hit bombs.
First pitch to Beeman is swung on and missed as Urbaum gets ahead 0-1 in the count. 23rd pitch of the inning already from Urbaum, and Beeman swings and fouls it back. Already an 0-2 count here from Urbaum as he gets ahead of the designated hitter for these Crop Dusters.
Beeman, the lefty, facing Urbaum, the righty. So you got a little opposite matchup going on here.
Grand slam. I hear grand slam. Okay, that's a big boy grand slam. I need every single shot on this guy right now. Bro, if there's a hit.
The 0-2 will be swung on and missed here from Eric Beeman. Back-to-back strikeouts for Aiden Urbaum to get a massive first 2 outs of the inning. Chase Houselog comes up. Base loaded, 2 outs.
Urbaum doing a good job coming back after that rough start. He had the bases loaded with no outs, and now he's looking to potentially close this inning with no runs.
Will be the second baseman in Houselog up at the dish, and he takes strike 1 here from Urbaum. Fall behind 0-1 in the count.
Houselog up right now, only 6 hits and 6 singles. So he's a consistent hitter, but not a big hitter, with a .240 batting average, and he'll foul that one off for the second strike.
Crop Dusters had the bases loaded with nobody out, and now they are just 1 strike away from getting out of this inning with absolutely nothing on the scoreboard. At the very least, they do work Urbaum's pitch count up. His 27th offering of the inning here on the 0-2 to Houselog will be swung on and missed. Urbaum loads the bases with nobody out, then strikes out Ben Keski, Eric Beeman, and Chase Houselog back to back to back to get out of the inning.
That was a
through 2 and still no runs here in this playoff opener. J.J. Isaacson Field here at Seymour Smith Park. It'll be Dalton Farron, Jacob Aberg, and Gage Allen due up here for the Bombers. Farron, the shortstop, takes ball 1 here from Robert O'Malley, who has gotten the first 6 Bombers out, including 3 on strikes here thus far today.
Yeah, O'Malley doing an incredible job as a pitcher, mitigating his pitch count and getting his team out of the innings with no runs or runners on bases for the most part. If you're the coach of the Crop Dusters, you couldn't be happier with the start that O'Malley's having. And Urbaum, to his credit, no runs, but his pitch count is up there for the Bombers.
Good start to this at bat for Dalton Farron as he gets ahead 3-1 versus the Crop Dusters lefty. He's looking to maybe get on to start off this inning. He would be the Bombers' first base runner of the day. And he gets a walk here on 5 pitches versus Robert O'Malley. A leadoff base runner on here for the Bombers.
Now batting, the second baseman from Peru State College, number 21, Jacob
It'll bring up Jacob Aberg playing second base for the Bombers here today. First base runner of the ball game for the Bombers. Aberg potentially looking to bring him in. Gage Allen and Tyson McAlexander due up after him. First pitch from O'Malley clips the strike zone. He gets ahead 0-1 in the count. Pitch from O'Malley is just off the plate. The count is even at 1-1.
A Berg up right now is a .261 batting average, 12 hits, 8 singles, 4 doubles. So pretty consistent hitter. And that one will go dead in the dirt. And the Bombers will take second base.
Initially thought that hit Jacob Aberg for a minute, but ended up just kicking away from the catcher and Cole Gieser. The wild pitch puts a runner on second with nobody out. Once again, just like the Crop Dusters had in the bottom of the second, O'Malley looking to leave this inning with no runs, just like Urbaum did in the Bombers half, as that one will be fouled back from Aberg to make it a 2-2 count. O'Malley set here for the 2-2 to the Bombers' second baseman. Will be fouled back to the right side. And Aberg working the count already 5 pitches, pitch number 6.
That foul ball almost went in the Bombers' own dugout. Aberg might have a few words to say with his teammates after that. Jacob Aberg hails from Peru State College.
Already 10 pitches for Robert O'Malley this inning after needing just 24 to get through the first 2 innings. Now the 2-2 to Aberg will be taken for ball 3. He had to check swing there, but now the count is full. So it'll be 3-2.
O'Malley needs to get out of this one. You'd much rather have 1 runner on second than 2 runners on first and second with only no outs.
That one will be bounced to shortstop Cody Zroost. He makes the throw to first. Just barely gets the runner and Aberg at the bag. Aberg thought he was safe, but it is recorded for out number 1. Dalton Farron moves up to third base.
That was an incredible play by shortstop number 19, Cody Zroost, for the Crop Dusters. He was charging that ball, threw on the run, almost sidearmed it, and got him in there for the first out.
Gage Allen now up at the plate. He is the designated hitter here for these Bombers. Steps up with a runner at third. Infield playing in now for the Crop Dusters, hoping for a ground ball as Allen takes strike 1.
Yeah, the Bombers have a runner on the third, so almost anything in the infield or on the ground could score him. So Crop Dusters trying to mitigate that by coming in. Maybe get a throw home to save a run.
The 1-1 to Allen will be hit into left field for a base hit. Farron comes in to score an RBI single here for Gage Allen, and the Bombers strike first. They lead 1-0 here in the top of the third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Simpson College, number 27, Tyson McAlexander.
First one swinging there for number 27, Tyson McAlexander. And they'll go down to the count 0-1.
O'Malley getting ahead in the count as he gets ahead 0-2 here after the foul ball here from McAlexander, the 10-hole hitter for these Bombers. Camden Madsen due up after him. He's the star hitter for this Bombers team. As McAlexander takes ball one.
They just woke up and chose violence. We're still on one here.
Your 42nd pitch of the ball game for O'Malley will be swung. No, McAlexander fouls it back.
All right, 3 on 3.
It was a foul tip, and the catcher, Cole Geezer, could not come up with it, as it'll now be a 1-2 count to the 10-hole hitter in McAlexander. That one will be swung on and missed by McAlexander for strike 3. That'll be the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Robert O'Malley. There's 2 out here in the top half of the 3rd inning.
If they start walking up that middle aisle, please direct them out. You can legitimately be mean to people because then you stop. Be nice about it. This is like. Hey, if it works.
Pitch here from O'Malley to Camden Madsen, clips the zone for strike 1. Already 20 pitches here for Robert O'Malley here in the top of the 3rd.
Madsen, a very good hitter with a .387 batting average. Hoping to maybe drive in a second run for the Bombers.
The 0-1 will be taken low, and it'll be a 1-1 count now to Madsen. That'll be fouled back, and now it'll be a 1-2 count here to Madsen. The 1-2 will be dribbled back up the middle. O'Malley couldn't get a glove on it, and it will be an infield single here for Camden Madsen. Now it'll be 2 on with 2 out here for Nick Ripa.
That was surprising. O'Malley looked like he kind of over-pursued and was trying to get the ball backhanded and just couldn't quite handle it, and the ball didn't have enough speed to get to second baseman. So it'll be a single. And now the Bombers have 2 on.
Still on 1.
First pitch swinging here from Ripa, and he comes up empty. It'll be an 0-1 count.
Ripa, a big hitter, 19 hits, 3 triples on the season. So that .279 batting average, hopefully he'll be able to drive something in. With 2 outs, the runners are going on anything.
1-on-1.
That'll be strike 2 to Ripa as O'Malley gets ahead in the count. Pitch number 50 coming up here on 0-2.
Still on 1. Big hit, come on, big hit. All right.
The 0-2 grounded to third base. Perry will just take it to the bag himself.
3-on-3, love that emotion.
50
So-
pitches so far for Robert O'Malley. It takes him 26 to get out of the inning. He gives up the first run of the ball game as the Crop Dusters fall behind 1-0 entering the bottom of the third.
Crop Dusters in the bottom of the third inning. Barrett, Ruse,
Go.
and
There we go. And it's zoomed in on Connor.
We welcome you back here from the Corn Belt League. The Omaha Bombers taking a 1-0 lead over the Crop Dusters here in the bottom of the third inning. Leading off the frame will be the Crop Dusters leadoff man, Will Barrett, who popped out his first time up. He gets ahead 1-0 in the count here.
Holy crap. Wait.
1-on-1.
Back?
That'll be
Okay.
high for ball 2. Barrett gets ahead 2-0 in the count.
Yeah, 3-on-3.
Ubern had a tough inning last inning with bases loaded, but was able to get out of it for no runs, as there will be another high ball.
Come on, dude.
So both Ubern and O'Malley for the Crop Dusters up high in their pitch count, hoping to get through at least 3 or 4 innings before they have to go to the relievers.
The 3-0 from Urbaum is out wide to Will Barrett as he draws a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the third inning.
4 balls in a row for Ubon, for Uborn. An auspicious start. Hopefully he can clean it up here. Here comes the number 2 hitter, Cody Zerst, number 19. That .257 batting average. 9 hits on the season. See if he can get something going here.
Zrush singled his first time, but was stranded at second base after a strikeout and a ground out.
And we lost him.
First pitch pickoff here from Urbaum, but Barrett gets back.
You're also supposed to wear your polo today.
Urbaum is constantly watching these base runners. He doesn't want to give up any more extra bases than he has to. That's 2 pickoff moves in a row.
3-on-3. Well, that's your
Didn't ask, don't care.
Already 43 pitches for the Dakota State man. He throws another pickoff over to first, but Barrett gets back once again.
Yeah.
Urbaum needs to relax. Just throw to the hitter in front of you. Trust that your catcher can make the throw to second in the state of a steal.
camera's zooming out again.
Another pickoff. That's 4
Make
in
sure
a
it's pointing
row.
towards
There we go.
There we
Barrett
go.
gets back once again.
Very laggy, but give it a few.
Barrett getting back very easily, too. It's not like he has a super huge leadoff, so
All right, we lost you again.
Urbaum
You keep
finally
getting away
delivers.
from the
Sacrifice bunt goes up and over the back of the catcher's head.
First pitch from Urbaum was fouled back by Cody Zrush.
Okay, I have an idea. What
Who's looking to potentially bunt Barrett over to second for the 3-4-5 hitters, the heart of the Crop Dusters lineup.
Kind of. It's
Pitch from Urbom will be taken for strike 2. And Zeus falls behind 0-2 in the count.
That strike was far to the left. You can understand why he didn't want to swing on it, but it'll go for the second strike.
0-2 from Urbom as he throws another pickoff over to first base. And remain an 0-2 count.
Urbom is paranoid by these base runners. Doesn't want to give up anything for free. Now he delivers.
That'll be a diving effort in right field from Tillman. He can't come up with it. He had trouble locating the ball, but Barrett had to wait to make sure he caught it. So Barrett cannot advance to third, but still 2 on, nobody out on back-to-back singles from Will Barrett and Cody Zeus. And that'll bring up Matthew Brown with a chance to do some damage.
Looks like the right fielder should have had that. He just got a little low, and then his glove hit the ground, knocking the ball out, which he proceeded to not see. Turning around, the ball was laying right in front of him the whole time.
46 pitches on the day from Urbom. Laying down a bunt here will be Matthew Brown. No one's covering first base. It'll be an infield single for Matthew Brown because no one was covering the first base bag. And for the second straight inning, the Crop Dusters load him up with nobody out.
That was an incredible bunt there by Noah Strezak. He just laid it down to the left. Just kind of died in the grass, and both the first baseman and pitcher were charging. No one covered first, so a free base.
8 pitches in this inning for Urbom as he loads them up. Coming up to the plate will be Cade Perry, the third baseman. He grounded out to end the bottom half of the first inning, but he takes the first pitch high for ball 1.
Perry does have a homer, a couple doubles, and a couple triples on the season with a .271 batting average, so he's a big bat that could potentially drive in a couple runs for the Crop Dusters here.
1-0 from Urbom will be swung on and missed by Perry. This will be an even count here, 1-1.
Perry swung so hard he kind of did a spin in the dirt there. He was going for something.
Pitch number 50 here from Urbom coming up. The 1-1 will be taken inside for ball 2.
In the Bombers dugout, number 11, Colt Davis out of Wayne State is getting up and warmed up. Urbom loading the bases twice with no outs, 2 innings in a row. If he can get out of this, we might see him again in the 4th, but we'll see.
Perry fouls that one back, and that'll make it a 2-2 count to him now.
Haven't seen a pickoff move in a while. Urbom maybe no longer paranoid.
Threat of the stolen base not in effect with the bases loaded.
For now.
As Urbom's 52nd pitch of the day will come on the 2-2 count. Perry pops it up on the infield.
Drop it.
Under it will be the catcher in Obrecht. He had some trouble with it, but he ends up making the catch for the first out of the inning.
Bad luck for Cade Perry there. That foul ball just went straight up and straight down into the gloves of that catcher Obrecht. And now it'll be 1 out. Cole Geezer back up for the Crop Dusters.
Alex, are you on like the edge of your table? Like, get as close to the edge as possible, please. Just because it's like keeps lagging.
Geezer 12 hits in the regular season, 11 singles.
First pitch swinging from Geezer is fouled back. He fell behind 0-2 in the count to Urbom to open off the bottom half of the second inning, but ended up getting hit by the 0-2 pitch. Courtesy ran for by Liam Minich, who was stranded at third base with the bases loaded, nobody out.
Anything in field is a in play here to potentially score a few runs.
Geezer falling behind 0-2 again. Urbom, with runners in scoring position, has struck out 4 batters. All 4 of his batters have come in that situation so far here today.
Stop swearing.
I'll announce that right next time.
Thank you. You represent the Corn Valley. So we don't scream profanity.
Urbom's 55th pitch of the day will ring him up for strike 3.
Giesler goes down 1, 2, 3, and Urbom is in a situation to potentially go 1, 2, 3 to clear stolen bases 2 innings in a row.
5 strikeouts on the day for Urbom as he gets the second out of the inning. Up at the dish for the Crop Dusters now will be Parker Mooney. He walked his first time. He swings at the first pitch here, and it will be just out of Obrecht's reach as he falls behind 0-1 in the count.
That was a good play by Obrecht diving there to try to get that ball. If he just popped up a little sooner, he might have been able to get under it, but alas, Mooney will come back. It is Parker Mooney up to bat. Only a .175 batting averages, but 10 hits in the regular season, and he does have a home run under his belt. So maybe something, a big hit in the outfield. With 2 outs, runners are going on anything, so give him a jump and maybe 1 or 2 can score if a ball lands.
Parker Mooney drew a walk in his first at-bat versus Urbom in the top of the second. A walk here would bring in a run as he swings at that 0-1 pitch. He pops it up. This time Obrecht will catch up to it. And Aiden Urbom, for the second straight inning, loads him up with nobody out and gets out of it without giving up a run. It is still 1-0 Bombers through 3 innings. We head to the 4th here from J.J. Isaacson Field. Bombers looking to score some more runs off of Robert O'Malley. We are back here at J.J. Isaacson Field. The Bombers lead the Crop Dusters 1-0. Leading off the inning for the Bombers will be Tommy Rowland, who fouls back that first pitch from Robert O'Malley.
The biggest story in the first 3 innings is pitcher Urbom loaded the bases twice with no outs and got out of both innings with no runs scored.
The 0-1 is taken down low, and it'll be a 1-1 count here to Rowland. One will be swung on and missed. So O'Malley gets ahead 1-2 in the count.
Tommy Rowland out of Wayne State College. He's a good hitter. 15 hits in the regular season with 2 triples, a 2.46 batting average.
Breathing into their microphone so much.
And he hits it straight to the second baseman, who whips it over to first for the first out of the 4th inning.
Good play there by Chase Houselog to get that first out. As that'll bring up Luke Tillman, the right fielder, who grounded out to Houselog his first time up to open off the top half of the second. Tillman, Obrecht, and Barnett due up here. That one will be taken for ball 1 here from Tillman.
Tillman, a utility player out of the Creighton Club baseball team. He had 13 hits in the regular season, a 2.71 batting average, so another good hitter up for the Bombers.
That one will be bounced to short. Throw there from Cody Zrust makes the play. That'll be out number 2 here in this top of the 4th inning.
O'Malley is thanking his lucky stars for this inning. After all the pitches he had last inning, he wants to get out of this one with very few under his arm to try to go maybe 1 or even 2 more innings in this heat. Get his team as far into the game without having to go into their bullpen.
Up at the plate now will be Tyler Obrecht, who struck out looking his first time up, and he takes strike 1 here from O'Malley. He gets ahead 0-1.
Obrecht, a Millard North High School grad, hails out of Wayne State College. He was the catcher who had those 2 pop-up outs last inning to save it for the Bombers, excuse me.
He falls behind 0-2 versus O'Malley after striking out his first time. The pitch by O'Malley is swung on and missed from Obrecht. A 1-2-3 top of the 4th inning from Robert O'Malley as he gets Obrecht for the second time.
That was a great inning by O'Malley. Quick pitches and great execution to knock down the first 3 batters, and he gets out of there with very few throws under his arms.
We will be back for the bottom of the 4th inning. Cooper Beneke, Ben Keski, and Eric Beeman due up versus Aiden Erbaum here in the bottom of the 4th. Back here from J.J. Isaacson Field. The bottom of the 4th inning coming up. The Bombers lead the Crop Dusters 1-0 here. It'll be Cooper Beneke, Ben Keski, and Eric Beeman due up here for the Crop Dusters as Beneke fouls back Erbaum's first pitch offering. Fall behind 0-1.
Cooper Beneke, one of a collection of great hitters on this Crop Dusters team with a 3.90 batting average, 16 hits in the regular season.
Falls behind 0-2 to Erbaum early on in this count. He's Beneke, Keski, and Beeman here for the Crop Dusters. The pitch there by Erbaum fouled back by Beneke, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
Beneke had a single in that second inning. He hails out of Midland University. Hoping to get something going here for the Blue Jackets.
Pitch there from Urbom will be taken for a strike by Beneke, or taken for ball one by Beneke, excuse me. As he gets into a 1-2 count. One-two to Beneke will be fouled back towards the press box, and that'll make it keep it 1-2. Already 5 pitches in this at bat for Urbom. We'll have to throw pitch number 6 here to Beneke here.
Crazy Pop sounded real. Crazy Pop sounded real nice.
1-2 will be grounded back to the pitcher. Urbom makes an easy throw to first base. There's one gone here at the bottom of the 4th.
Urbom needs a good inning here. We saw number 11, Colt Davis, warming up for the Bombers at the end of last inning. Urbom really getting into his arm here. Has a lot of pitches under his belt, so he needs a good, quick one here. Hopefully maybe come back to start the 5th inning, but we'll see what he can do.
Ben Keski was among the 3 crop dusters who struck out with the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the 2nd inning as he takes ball 1 here to open off this at bat.
Alright, we got you. Wait.
Pitch from Urbom taken for ball 2, and Keski gets ahead 2-0 on the count.
One day we needed to work.
They said, yeah, you can have a team. You got to come up with $100,000.
2-0 will be hit in a right center field. Long run for McAlexander, but he's going to make the catch. And there are 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th here for Aiden Urbom.
Back up is number 44, Eric Beeman, the designated hitter for the Crop Dusters.
Beeman struck out his first time in that bottom of the 2nd inning. Him, Ben Keski, and Chase Houselog all struck out consecutively to help Aiden Urbom get out of that inning. He would then strand the bases loaded with Cade Perry, Cole Gieser, and Parker Mooney in the bottom of the 3rd. As Beeman swings and misses at a first pitch offering as he falls behind 0-1.
Beeman designated hitting today, but he's also a pitcher. A 3.72 ERA in the regular season for the Crop Dusters, helping them earn this 2nd seed in the Corn Belt League playoffs.
He takes ball 1 from Urbom. Urbom's 70th pitch of the ball game will be taken high for ball 2 from Beeman.
With 70 pitches in this heat, even if Urbom gets out of this inning, I don't see him coming back for the 5th. You know, he's thrown good, but the Bombers have a deep bullpen that they can utilize.
The pitch to Beeman will be dribbled right back to the pitcher Urbom with an easy play to first. A 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th inning for for Aiden Urbom, his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. We are through 4. Bombers lead the Crop Dusters 1-0. We will be back here for the top half of the 5th. JJ Isaacson Field. 4 innings in the books. I'm Colton Alder alongside Thomas Roth. The Bombers getting off to a good start, leading this game 1-0 through 5 as the underdogs. As swinging at that first pitch will be Barnett, and he pops out to the second baseman, Chase Houselog, for the first out. First pitch out for Robert O'Malley, as that'll bring up Dalton Farron, the shortstop. Swing and a miss there from Farron. And O'Malley gets ahead 0-1 in the count.
Back to 101. Two still don't have you, so you really can't remember nothing.
The 0-1 will be swung on and missed from Farron, and O'Malley gets ahead 0-2 in the count.
3 on 3.
The 0-2 will be taken for ball 1 here from Farron. O'Malley still ahead 1-2 here. 1-2 will be grounded at third base. Cade Perry makes the throw to first, and there will be 2 gone here in this top of the 5th inning.
Another good inning by O'Malley, getting through batters quickly and efficiently, saving his arm, trying to go as far into the game as he can.
Just 5 pitches through the first 2 batters, as that will bring up the second baseman, Jacob Aberg. Grounded out to the shortstop his first time on a very good play from Cody's Roost.
Aberg out of Peru State College has hit pretty good in the regular season, 12 hits, a .261 batting average.
Kind of invested in it right now, sorry. MASL, baby. So one of the...
I want to be low for a ball.
Will be a 1-1 count now from O'Malley to Aberg, who hits a ground ball to the right side. Houselog, difficult play at second, but he makes the throw. Another 1-2-3 inning from Robert O'Malley on just 9 pitches. We enter the bottom of the 5th with the Bombers still up 1-0 over the Crop Dusters here in this playoff opener. We are back here from JJ Isaacson Field here at Seymour Smith Park. The Bombers hold a 1-0 lead over the Crop Dusters. It'll be Chase Houselog, Will Barrett, and Cody Zrist due up versus Aiden Erbaum. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, a bunt here from Houselog gets fouled back to the screen. It'll be an 0-1 count to him.
That was a very risky joke. I hope you checked before you did that, Thomas. Okay, he did.
Erbaum, 72 pitches now through 4+ innings. He's given up 4 hits, 2 walks. He struck out 5. Gotten out of a pair of bases loaded, nobody out jams. Left 7 crop dusters in total on base. This is 0-1, will be another bunt fouled back from Houselog as he falls behind 0-2 in the count.
That's probably the end of the bunting now with him down 0-2. Crop dusters are trying to just get an easy man on base, something to play with early.
Urban will step off the mound here. Now he steps back on for the 0-2 offering. He throws that one low. The catcher, Tyler Obrecht, had some trouble with it as it was taken for ball 1.
What?
1-2 offering will be taken up high here for ball 2 to Chase Houselog.
We're definitely outputting sound from Colton. It was definitely just his mic being
2-2 pitch taken for ball 3. Now it'll be a full count to Houselog here with nobody out.
O'Malley's so hurt. Robert O'Malley's so hurt.
Imagine you're an AR and that dude was offside. You tell him, you raise your flag, right? And you tell him that you're offside.
3-2 pitch will be taken high, and Chase Houselog gets a leadoff walk here with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Top half of the order coming up with Will Barrett up at the plate for the Crop Dusters.
It'll start with number 2, Will Barrett. Barrett, 15 hits in the regular season, a .357 batting average, one of the best on this team.
I think Peterson's in the lineup. I don't think he's
Barrett has popped out and walked here today, and he takes that first pitch from Aiden Urbom up high for ball 1.
No, because there's only a DH, and the DH is hurt.
Appears like Colt Davis is starting to warm up once again in the Bombers bullpen. 78 pitches through 4+ innings for Aiden Urbom. His 1-0 will be grounded to third base. The throw to second is in time, and the throw to first will be in there for a double play. Will Barrett grounds into a double play, and there are 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Aiden Urbom has played incredibly when there's men on base. Puts them on, and then he's able to knock out outs like there's nobody business. As now there's 2 down. And up comes number 19, Cody Zerst, for the Crop Dusters.
First pitch from Urbom will be taken inside for ball 1.
So,
80 pitches already for Urbom, but he keeps getting outs with runners on base. As Russ swings at that one, it'll be hit in the air to left center field. Tyson McAlexander will make the catch. A leadoff walk for Chase Houselog, but Urbom gets out of the inning facing the minimum. We are through 5. The Bombers still lead the Crop Dusters 1-0 here in a pitcher's duel in the CBL quarterfinal. top of the 6th inning. The Bombers lead the Crop Dusters 1-0 here in this CBL quarterfinal. Due up for the Bombers in this inning will be Gage Allen, Tyson McAlexander, and Camden Madsen. As first pitch swinging here will be fouled back from Allen as he falls behind 0-1.
Gage Allen had a single in the 3rd inning. That's the only time we've seen him yet today, so he'll pop up here. Had 6 hits in the regular season, 5 of which were singles.
That one will be dribbled foul there from Gage Allen. His single in the top of the 3rd inning. One of 2 for the Bombers in that inning. The only inning they've gotten base runners off of Robert O'Malley. He brought in the only run of the game on that single as Dalton Farron scored from 3rd. First pitch of the game for the Creighton man as he throws that one outside. 4-1.
Yeah, Robert O'Malley, the pitcher for the Crop Dusters, plays at Creighton University, D1 baseball team. I beat the Nebraska Cornhuskers on multiple occasions. Played high school ball for Creighton Prep. Was a great starting pitcher for them. So he has a multitude of experience to draw on here as he tries to close out this game for the Crop Dusters.
1-2 here from O'Malley. Will be hit in a deep left field. Long run for Will Barrett. And he will make the catch for the first out of the inning. Allen got a hold of it, but stayed in the yard, and there is one gone here in the top of the 6th.
Will Barrett was shuffling backwards, a little dangerous. Thought he might trip there, but he got under the ball and got the out. So Robert O'Malley has 1 down at the top of the 6th.
Up at the dish now for the Bombers will be Tyson McAlexander. He struck out his first time up in the top of the 3rd. That's the only time he's stepped up to the plate yet today. First pitch, swing and a miss from McAlexander, and O'Malley gets strike 1.
Alex, tell him he'll be down in a few minutes.
Tyson McAlexander out of Simpson College in Iowa. He shows bunt, but he'll pull away, and it'll go low in the dirt for a ball.
75 pitches for Robert O'Malley so far. It'll be a 1-1 count to McAlexander here. Pitch will be hit in the air on the infield. It'll be caught there from Cade Perry. And there are 2 gone here in this top half of the 6th inning.
Top of the order, the left fielder starting Wayne State.
So now we'll go to the top of the order for the Bombers, and it'll bring up number 17, Camden Madsen, the star of this Bombers team, as he tries to keep him alive with 2 down in this inning.
That'll be taken 4-1 from Madsen, who has flown out and singled so far here today.
All right, 3 steady up, 3 steady up, 3 on 3.
Your knee is a lot different than your calf.
1-0 will be hit in a foul territory, and it'll be fouled back.
What a one stuff.
79th pitch of the day for O'Malley will be taken low. 4-2.
There's nobody warming up in the Crop Dusters bullpen. So this is O'Malley's game until he shows that it's not.
That'll be taken for ball 3 here from Camden Madsen as he gets ahead 3-1 here in the count.
3-1. O'Malley has to play conservatively here. Anything on the edge of the zone could potentially put him on base. As instead will put it right in the middle, and Camden Madsen will rocket that into the outfield for a base hit.
A 2-out single here from Madsen as he gets on with 2 outs for Nick Ripa, the third baseman, who is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout here today. 81 pitches now for Robert O'Malley. He's pitched
Nick-
5 2/3 innings so far, and he's looking to make it 6 by
Nick-
getting Ripa out here.
Ripa hitting second for the Bombers. He also goes to Wayne State College, so a teammate of Camden Madsen, both in the Cornbelt League and collegiately, as he'll try to score us another run here for the Bombers. Maybe bring in Camden Madison.
Oh, that is not what I meant.
That'll be taken low for ball 2, and now getting ahead in the count 2-0 is Nick Ripa here. That one will be hit into left field over the head of Will Barrett. That'll go for a base hit. Coming
Madsen.
around third will be Madsen. He scores. Over to third is Ripa with a triple. He's going all the way around. And he's going to be safe at the plate. An inside the park home run for Nick Ripa. And it is 3-0 Bombers here in the top half of the 6th inning.
That was great base running by Nick Ripa. He saw the outfielder wasn't getting to the ball as fast as he probably could have, so he just took off for home. And a great base running, great hit. Bombers now up 3-0.
Incredible base running there from Nick Ripa as he gets the Bombers a 3-0 lead. As that one is hit into left field again. And that's going to drop once more for a hit. Tommy Rowland gets into second with a 2-out double, and they might need to warm someone up in the bullpen as 3 straight hits for O'Malley here.
Let's go back to that inside of the park home run. The error was really on the left fielder for the Crop Dusters. He missed the initial drop, and then instead of running after the ball and sprinting to it at the fence, he kind of took his time and jogged, thinking, there's no way he'll try to go. And Ripa did try to go, and he made it.
That one will be taken for ball 1 from Luke Tillman. He gets ahead 1-0 in the count. And Crop Dusters have 2 innings left in their season, potentially with it being a single elimination game. That's strike 1 to Tillman. They're going to need to score some runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to at the least get closer in this ball game.
Yeah, that's right. For how great Robert O'Malley has been pitching, he's let 3 runs go. Unlike U-Bomb, who would let people get on base and then strike them out, O'Malley's just been striking them out, and all these runs have been kind of onesie or twosie big hits.
That'll be called strike 3. Tillman didn't like the call, but O'Malley rings him up. 6th strikeout of the game for O'Malley. He gives up 2 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. Crop Dusters are going to need a rally here in the bottom of the 6th. We will be back here from J.J. Isaacson Field. We are back here from the bottom of the 6th inning. Colt Davis, the new pitcher here for the Bombers, coming in after 5 scoreless from Aiden Erbom.
Colt Davis, the pitcher out of Wayne State College, like many of his Bombers teammates. He has appeared in 5 games this year and started 5 games. He has 1 win on his record with a 3.375 ERA.
He falls behind 1-0 here to Matthew Brown. That one will be hit into left field, and that will be a single for Matthew Brown to open off this bottom half of the 6th inning as the Crop Dusters get a leadoff man on versus the new reliever Colt Davis.
That's a good start for the Crop Dusters. They need to get something going here. You don't want to count on a bottom of the 7th inning game winner to finish it for you. You want to do a little damage here and a little damage then. So now up will be Cade Perry.
Perry 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded out to the second baseman his first time and popped up to the catcher in his second. Takes ball 1 here from Colt Davis.
Dude, you gave up 2 bases on me, bro. You can't risk that. 3 kick just a bit north of left.
1-0 will be up and in, and that will be ball 2.
Hold steady here. Alright, camera 1, can we zoom in just a bit, please? And 1-1.
2-0 offering from Davis will be swung on and missed by Perry, as it will now be a 2-1 count.
I'm gonna hang on 1 here.
You guys are fine. You guys are fine.
He likes to wander.
2-1 offering here from Davis will be foul back by Perry, and it will be a 2-2 count.
Perry staying alive in the box. No outs as he knows his team needs something here with a runner on base. Anything is helpful to try to advance a base runner into scoring position.
Just hold there. He'll walk back in the frame eventually. There we go. What the hell is even that?
No.
Brown on first, Perry at the plate.
Hear me out.
Cole Gieser on deck, and Parker Mooney is in the hole for these Crop Dusters. Need to get some runs soon in order to stay alive. The pitch to Perry will be taken low, and it will now be a full count to him.
I might kill myself if this happens.
Jeez, we don't need any more.
I would.
Los Angeles has everything they need to win multiple championships.
I might off myself.
They have multiple stars. They have the best farm system.
3-2 pitch will be hit on the ground. That will be a double play. Another double play by these Bombers pitchers. And that is 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That was great work by the fielders for the Bombers. Cade Perry was hauling to first base, and they were able to sneak it by. 2 down for Colt Davis.
Cole Gieser, the catcher for these Crop Dusters, steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a hit by pitch so far here today.
Perry on snap. Oh, really?
That'll be grounded into left field, and it's a good thing for Davis that he got the double play because he gives up a 2-out single to Cole Gieser here in the bottom of the 6th.
Courtesy runner coming in again. That's Liam Minich.
Your attention, please. Courtesy runner at first base from Rochester Community and Technical College, number 18, Liam Minute.
Back to 1-on-1.
Now batting, the extra hitter from Augustana University, number 17, Parker Mooney.
Parker Mooney, the man at the plate for the Crop Dusters. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out, but he has drawn a walk here today.
I set my match with my
He fouls back a first pitch offering from Davis as he's being aggressive early on in the count.
Mooney, a lefty, facing the right-handed Davis. Could be a mismatch the Crop Dusters want to take advantage of.
one from Colt Davis will be thrown outside. Him and Mooney now even. It's a 1-1 count. Crop Dusters have left 7 runners on base. If they end up losing this game, they'll be looking back on those 2 innings where they loaded the bases with nobody out and got no runs as Mooney swings and misses for the 2nd strike of the inning.
Now it's 1-2. Davis 1 strike away from getting out of here and going into the top of the 7th, the last inning, up 3-0.
Davis sets in the 1-2 to Mooney, will be taken down and away for ball 2. Almost got away from Obrecht. Minich.
Yeah, that was great work by catcher Obrecht, keeping it in front of him. Minich really wanted to go, but Obrecht kept it there and was ready to gun him down.
Wow, look at that corner.
2-2 here from Davis to the 6th hole hitter in Mooney.
Come on, Parker. Park bomb.
That'll be taken low and away, and now Mooney gets into a full count here against Colt Davis.
One-on-one.
3-2 offering here from Davis. Mooney pops it up. Obrecht chasing it down, and he's gonna just miss it. A great effort there from Obrecht, but he ends up coming up empty. He just barely overran it, and Mooney staying alive. I don't know if that's going to be ruled an error or not. Very difficult play for Obrecht.
Obrecht was visibly upset after missing that fly ball. He knew that could have sealed the inning for his team. And Minich also took off to steal on that play. Davis is not as paranoid as Urban was about these base runners. So we'll go back with a full count.
Minich will be going on the pitch, being 3-2 and 2 outs. Ball in the gap could bring him in. But Mooney draws his 2nd walk of the game. Now there will be 2 on with 2 outs here for Cooper Beneke.
Now batting, the right fielder from Midland University, number 25, Cooper Beneke.
Hey, I'm not the one in charge here.
Beneke 1 for 2 today. He's grounded out and singled so far. Fouls back the first pitch offering from Davis, and it'll be 0-1.
All right, here we go. Ready, three.
Obrecht having a brief meeting at the mound with Colt Davis.
We're on 3.
Maybe discussing their strategy for the hitter at the plate, Cooper Beneke.
Yes, we will be doing player game interviews on stream. It's playoffs, boys. We have to. Back to one-on-one. It's literally gonna be either one of 2 pitchers. Like,
The 0-1 here from Davis will be taken outside.
He didn't
3-on-3.
he didn't jump outside.
It'll be a 1-1 count now to Cooper Beneke.
One-on-one.
1-1 offering will be fouled back, and it'll now be a 1-2 count. Colt Davis just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning.
I think the wasp that you were mad at was trying to get in the press box.
One-on-one.
22nd pitch of Davis's inning coming up to Cooper Beneke, and he takes it for ball 2.
Good eye by Beneke. Nick Davis was trying to get him to swing there and reach for something to finish the inning, but Beneke stays firm. And it'll be 2-2 now.
You might actually. I might actually.
Davis sets in. The 2-2 will be taken outside, and now that'll make it a full count for Cooper Beneke. Ben Keski, who is 0 for 2 on the day, would be the man at the plate if Beneke were to reach.
It'll be better second game.
Looking to potentially load the bases for the third time today or bring the runners in. The 3-2 here from Davis will be fouled down the right field line.
That was good play there by Nick Beneke to stay alive. He saw it was a strike and just kind of poked it to foul it off. Both base runners were going. With 2 outs, Nick Davis cannot afford to walk him to load the bases here. Not a position they want to be in.
It's about to happen. Stuff's about to happen.
3-2 pitch here from Davis. Once again fouled back, and 8th pitch of the at-bat to Beneke will be on the 3-2.
This is a great at-bat for Beneke. He's fighting hard with Nick Davis. Staying alive and keeping his team in the fight.
26th pitch of the inning for Colt Davis here on the 3-2. Beneke fouls it back again, and we will see a pitch number 9 here. Liam Minich on second, Parker Mooney on first. Beneke at the plate. The 3-2 here from Colt Davis. That'll be taken outside for ball 4. A 9-pitch walk here for Cooper Beneke. And that loads them up with 2 outs for Ben Keski, who came up empty with the bases loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the 2nd, but he has a chance to redeem himself here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ben Keski has the power to do it. He has 2 triples on the season with a .227 batting average. He's got the bat power to bring some men in. And that'll be low and away for a ball. That battle with Beneke was not a battle that Nick Davis wanted to lose, but unfortunately ended up, now the bases are loaded. Bombers want to get out of this inning real bad.
The 1-1 to Ben Keski is going to clip the zone. And now Davis, once again, just 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. He's gotten into a full count against the last 2 hitters, Parker Mooney and Cooper Beneke.
This is the 3rd bases loaded jam of the game for the Bombers. The first 2 they got out of it, no runs scored. This one, story yet to be told.
2-2 now from Colt Davis to Ben Keski, excuse me. He swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt. Colt Davis strands the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. Bombers lead 3-0 with just 1 inning to go. An amazing pitch there from Davis to get Keski out. 10 left on base for the Crop Dusters. We will be back here in the 7th inning. in this top of the 7th inning. Robert O'Malley back out there trying to get the complete game as he fires a first pitch strike into Nick Barnett. It'll be Barnett, Farron, and Aberg due up here for the Bombers. As Barnett hits a grounder to the third base side, it gets past the diving reach of Cade Perry, and he's on with a leadoff single here in this top of the 7th.
The Bombers have been less productive on offense than the Crop Dusters, but they have 3 runs to show for it. Crop Dusters 6 hits so far, and the Bombers just recorded their 6th with that one there. So O'Malley has done a good job mitigating base runners, but not mitigating runs. Bombers, on the other hand, have put 10 runners on base and left them there for 0 runs. Great pitching to finish innings by the Bombers.
That first pitch was fouled back by Dalton Farron. He fouls another one back, and he's down 0-2 in the count.
Maybe we experiment this after the game.
We'll figure it out. Because I know Crop does that. I know what you're talking about. And it'd be nice to have if we only have 2
The
cameras.
0-2 here from O'Malley will be taken for strike 3. Looking, Dalton Farron set down on strike 7 punch-outs for the Crop Dusters lefty. And there's 1 gone here in the top of the 7th.
O'Malley doing his darndest to get his team to the bottom of the 7th, only down 3.
Up at the dish now for the Bombers will be Jacob Aberg. Actually, but excuse me, it'll be Aaron Einzel at the plate now. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
Aaron Einzel in pitch hitting. So the Bombers trying to come up with something big. Einzel only appeared in 7 games. Excuse me.
Einzel swings and misses. He will be down 1-2 in the count to O'Malley now.
Einzel with 29 at-bats, 7 hits, got a 2.41 batting average, 7 hits, 7 singles. So he's a consistent hitter in here to try to get the ball in play and advance a runner.
Swing
He
and a
swings
miss.
and misses, and he'll go out.
Back-to-back strikeouts here in this top of the 7th inning for Robert O'Malley. He will face Gage Allen, who drove in a run against him in the top of the 3rd inning. Here with 2 outs in this top of the 7th.
O'Malley 1 out away from finishing a complete game. Gage Allen is the only one who stands in his way. It'll be strike 1 low for O'Malley.
That was the 100th pitch of the ball game for Robert O'Malley. Appears to be no motion in the Crop Dusters bullpen, so they're riding with him the rest of the way. This is a fly ball into right field. Under it is the right fielder, Cooper Beneke. He had some trouble with the sun, but he ends up making the catch. 7 innings in the books for Robert O'Malley. He goes all the way, 101 pitches, 8 strikeouts for him. The Crop Dusters looking to save their season with 3 runs in the bottom half of the 7th. We will be back for that last rally. welcome you back here from the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Max Pfizer up at the plate, pinch hitting for Eric Beeman.
The Crop Dusters are trying to get something going here. They've been good hitting so far this game, but unable to put any runs on the board. Max Pfizer is in here hopefully to spark something. 5 hits on the season, 4 singles and a double with a .167 batting average. So he's appeared in quite a few games, but not in the starting lineup. Trying to get on the base.
Pitch to Pfizer is fouled back, and Davis gets ahead 1-2 in the count. It took Colt Davis 33 pitches to get out of the bottom of the 6th inning. Gave up 2 hits and 2 walks, but somehow did not give up any runs. As he comes back out here for the bottom of the 7th, and he gets a swing and a miss from Max Pfizer for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Crop Dusters down to their final 2 outs here in their season.
Colt Davis has been incredible in relief for the Bombers, and he's trying to finish it here in the bottom of the 7th.
Looking to finish this ball game off, Chase Houselog, who was warming up in the bullpen for O'Malley earlier, takes ball 1 here from Colt Davis.
Houselog, a good hitter with a 2.40 average. He's got 6 hits, 6 singles on the season. Trying to get on base, get a base runner for the Crop Dusters, as that one goes high and it's a ball. So it'll bring up a 3-0 count.
Houselog, who drew a walk his last time up versus Urbaum in the 5th. Threat was immediately erased with a double play. He draws his 2nd walk of the ball game here, and the Crop Dusters have a runner on with 1 out for the leadoff man, Will Barrett.
Top of the order.
If not, we can always pull someone like
Little bit of a mound meeting here between Tyler Obrecht and the pitcher Colt Davis, possibly talking about their strategy as they face Will Barrett.
Top of the order, the left fielder from Southeast Community College, number 2, Will Barrett.
Barrett 0 for 2 with a pop out, a ground ball double play, and a walk. He almost gets hit by that first pitch offering from Colt Davis as he is ahead 1-0 in the count. 1-0, that one almost hits Barrett as well as Davis gets ahead 2-0 in the count.
This is not good signs for Colt Davis. Walks 1, and now down 2-0 on another. Will Barrett out of Southeast Community College, trying to get some hits. And that one will go low too, so it'll be 3-0. Will Barrett definitely in the lead at this at-bat.
There is some motion in the Bombers bullpen. We can't tell who it is at the moment.
That one will be a strike, so Colt Davis will come back from 7 straight balls and finally get a strike in there. Will Barrett 3-1, still comfortable in the batter's box. Davis will deliver, and that one will go low and away, so he'll walk his 2nd batter in a row.
Back-to-back runs bring the tying run up to the dish. It'll be Cody's Rust. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a fly out here today.
Is Russ good at making contact with the ball? As you saw there, 2 singles and that fly out. So if he can get something into a gap in the outfield, he might be able to score 1 or 2 and hopefully get his team back in this. The Blue Jackets were the number 2 seed coming into this game, but not separated by much from the number 7 Bombers. As that first one will be outside for ball 1.
It's actually called a strike as Davis gets ahead 0-1 in the count. The 0-1 will be taken inside for ball one. 15 pitches already for Colt Davis this inning. A total of 48 so far. Zroost is up at the plate. Matthew Brown will be the man on deck. He's 2 for 3 as well. That one almost got away from Obrecht. Yeah, he about had to go into the splits to make that save. But
An incredible stretch catch there. Obrecht has played fantastically behind the plate this game.
already pitch number 50 out of the bullpen for Davis. That almost gets away from Obrecht again. And it'll be a 3-1 count now to the shortstop and Drust.
Alex, who's the number?
3-1 will be fouled back. Now it is a full count here to Drust.
In the bullpen for the Bombers is number 14, Aaron Petty. Petty warmed up. Getting ready to come in the case that Colt Davis can't finish this off.
The 3-2 offering here from Davis to Drust, and he rings him up for strike 3. Cody Drust down on strikes. There are 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the 3-hole hitter Matthew Brown.
That was a great pitch by Colt Davis, down and away. There was no chance there, and he goes out. Strike 3. So now up is Matthew Brown, trying to save his team. He's the tying run, also the game-ending out.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Brown. Davis gets ahead 0-1 in the count. Brown the last hope for this Crop Dusters team.
All you need is a single.
That one will be taken low in the dirt. It'll be 1-1.
All Brown needs is a single. Just get the ball in play and get some momentum swinging to his side. Give the Crop Dusters a chance.
Even a walk would work well with Cade Perry on deck. The 1-1 will be up high for ball 2. It'll be a 2-1 count here for Colt Davis. '56th pitch of the ball game will be taken for strike 2. Crop Dusters down to their final strike here in this bottom of the 7th inning. Two-two pitch for Davis. Brown hits a pop-up to the right side. Under it is the first baseman in Barnett. He makes the catch. The Bombers move on to the second round. They will face the winner of the game between the Haymakers and Red Raiders tomorrow. The Crop Dusters had an incredible season, but they get eliminated in the first round by this Bombers team. They pull off a massive, massive upset. 3-0 victory for this Bombers squad.
And a great effort by pitcher Urbom. He had a great 5 innings. Went through 2 bases loaded situations and got out of them. Gave up no runs. Bombers will play Saturday at 7 p.m. Like you said, facing the winner of the game tomorrow.
Aiden Urbom is the winning pitcher today. Robert O'Malley, despite going all 7 innings, gets handed the loss. Colt Davis, with his 2 scoreless innings, gets the save. Great game here in the CBL quarterfinal. The Bombers move on. Crop Dusters eliminated. We will be back here for the post-game interview with our player of the game, Aiden Urbom, here on stream. We will be back for that in just a few minutes. We welcome you back here from J.J. Isaacson Field here at Seymour Smith Park. The Bombers defeat the Crop Dusters 3-0 here in the CBL quarterfinal today. I'm joined up here with our player of the game, Bombers pitcher Aiden Erbaum, 5 scoreless innings. Pitched very well, got the win here today. 5 strikeouts for the Bombers starting pitcher. So, Aiden, how did you continue to stay calm getting into situations that were bases loaded, nobody outs in multiple situations?
Well, thank you for having me. With those types of situations, I just had to take a few deep breaths and realize, like, hey, I don't want them to score or anything like that. And I know I have guys behind me to back me up, but I just got that kind of that intent and mentality of just get those next few outs and hopefully I'll benefit out of it. So,
how'd you react to getting into a high pitch count early in the game? Did your strategy change at all?
yeah, I wasn't really getting that first pitch strike, and so I tried to battle myself to get that first pitch strike, and most of the time I was just kind of close, but I got out of it, and I found another rhythm to get into, and had to make him swing. So,
have you looked ahead at the bracket at all, or are you just content with getting the win here today?
well, right now, usually what I do is I don't really overlook what my opponents will be next. I just stay within and just kind of work in the now, and then later I'll have to adjust to it. So.
And how are you planning to celebrate the win here tonight?
Maybe go have a few beers at Good Life Sports Bar and Grill, and after that, just get some rest and be ready for my next outing. So.
Thanks for coming on here. Congratulations on the win here today and moving on.
Thank you so much.
In these playoffs.
So.
Thank you so much for coming on here, and it's been a fun day here at Seymour Smith Park. We will have another game here later tonight between the Royal Blue Dogs and the Black Sox. We will have that coverage for you guys here at 7. Omaha Bombers defeating the Omaha Crop Dusters 3-0 here in the CBL quarterfinal. From everyone here in the Corn Belt League booth, I'm Colton Alder alongside Taylor Roth. You're signing off in this Corn Belt League quarterfinal ball game. Bombers defeat the Crop Dusters 3-0. We'll see you again later here tonight.